What's up, y'all? Welcome to BLOODFIRETV. So I want to give a brief introduction. I'm from Oakland, California. Cali born, Cali raised. I live out in Las Vegas now, trying to create a brand for myself, trying to create a lifestyle for myself. Tired of like living, you know, a basic life, as what most people would say. So I've been here for about 5 years now. I bought a house out here, obviously 5 years ago. And, you know, all this pandemic stuff happened. So now I sold the house and decided to buy a supercar. The thing is that, you know, trying to create a life for yourself is difficult, going through all the struggles in life that set you back. You know, I had to face a lot of stuff with child support and, you know, a whole bunch of things, taxes, and, you know, to try to get my life right. And, you know, 5 years later, I'm a free man. It's taken a lot to get where I'm at, you know, and I'm just here to kind of like basically tell my life story, and basically film, you know, the lifestyle that I'm living now. You know, a lot of people dream this stuff, you know. I'm trying to actually live it. Let's go to why I left California. So the reason why I left California is, well, let's rewind that. The reason why I'm here is because, you know, the life in California just wasn't for me. You know, people in California grow up, or should I say people in Oakland grow up, and a lot of men, women getting gunned down, killed there. So, you know, Oakland is known as baby Iraq for a lot of people that don't know that. You know what I'm saying? You'll get killed out there for real. You know, I've got my cousins been killed. You know, I have family members killed out there. You know, so I moved here just to create a better life for myself, man. There's more to life than just being a gangster. There's more to life than, you know, than being pimps or drug dealers or any of that other stuff. You know what I mean? I want to show you guys that you can do this stuff the legit way. You know what I mean? You can get these type of cars without selling drugs. You can get these type of cars without pimping or whatever else, and you can also get these cars without working a 9 to 5. You know, the key to this lifestyle is to become an entrepreneur. You know, become your own boss. You know, that's what this YouTube page is about. You know what I mean? Really showing that you can do this on YouTube and make money. You got a lot of people out there doing it, you know, and everybody can eat off of it. I definitely want to, you know, say that, you know, I'm not used to, you know, to being on camera or being recorded. You know, this is not, I've always wanted to do YouTube, but I never wanted to be the speaker. So, you know, that's what makes it, you know, difficult to be doing this, because you don't talk to no one. You just do you do your life as it be. You know, Marshawn Lynch was a prime example. He's from my neighborhood. He did not like doing anything to do with talking to the media. It comes natural for certain people, but for me, it's very hard. There's a lot of people out here still. You gotta love Las Vegas. But you know, this is all a work in progress. I will do better. I will be better. Alright, so enough of that boring stuff. Let's talk about the car. So I bought this car. I was actually looking for a Lamborghini Huracan. I was trying to keep it in a budget range of 200,000 and under, and I actually went out to Henderson, Lamborghini of Henderson, and literally they did not have not one car, literally not one car. And talking to one of the salesmen there, they told me that all the cars that they had coming in were pre-ordered already, and they was already bought. So I had to find something else. So I was looking around, and I've always been a guy that's always like Japanese cars. Obviously I'm giving away what I'm driving, but I've always liked Japanese cars, and I've always had a love for the NSX. So I actually went to a dealership, shout out to Auto Expo, my boy Rod, or they call him Ray. Shout out to you, bro. He when I got there, I was talking to him and I asked him could they get Lamborghinis or any of those type of cars, and he was telling me that they had them, but they didn't have them at the time. And so he asked me, what other car would you want? And I told him, I wouldn't mind getting the NSX. That's always been one of my dream cars. And he told me that, literally, he told me, he was like, bro, I just bought one 2 days ago. It's coming from Texas. I said, wait, what? He said he literally bought one 2 days ago. So I said, okay, when are you gonna get it? He said, come back in a week. Took my number down. They said they'll contact me when they get the car. I had one more question for him. I said, what color is the car? He said, it's white. Right off top, I was like, everybody that knows me, I've always liked white cars. Always. So I was like, okay, just let me know. Fast forward, week later, get the call, and he was like, hey man, we got it in, come check it out. So I was like, okay. In reality, my mind was saying, okay, you're gonna buy the car, but was I really gonna buy the car? Because I knew off top that I was gonna have to cough up a large amount of cash, which at the time I was hoping I wasn't. I thought I was gonna be able to get away with my credit. At the time, my credit score, I think, was like a 725, something like that. So, my mind was, okay, if I like the car, I'm just gonna try to put down like, $60,000, $70,000 on the car. In my mind, that's what I was thinking. So literally, I get there, I see the car, I'm like, whoa. Here's a picture. Check out the car, I see it, couldn't even believe it. Like, I'm gonna tell you guys, when you see this car in person, pictures, videos don't do nothing for this car, but when you see this car in person, it's a real exotic looking car. This car already had a lot of mods done to it. From what I was told, as you guys can see, the seats are blue and stuff like that, but that stuff was already custom done out in Miami. Whoever owned this car, they already did all the little minor touches, lowered it and whatever else. So story short, I like the car. I go inside, I sit down and have a talk with them. They tell me, okay, you have a good credit score, but in order to buy these type of cars, you have to have a large amount of cash. And they say preferably 80% of whatever the value of the car is. All right. Now, granted, this car is $100,000 something car, you know what I mean? So I had to at least put down $95,000 on this car for it to even get a somewhat thought process from the banks to even, you know, get a loan. Granted, I could have paid cash for it, but I was looking forward to, like, okay, establishing better credit to make it more easier. So when I do go buy a Lamborghini Huracan, which that's going to be my next car, it was going to make it more easier. So I financed $20,000 on the car. But so anyways, let's put it like this. So out of 20 banks, only one bank approved me. 19 said no. So I said, okay, I'm gonna have to put down over $100,000. So I put down, you know, a good amount of chunk of cash down on this car, over $100,000. A lot of people, you know, ask me, is it worth it, you know, to buy, you know, a NSX, because that's the con of this car. By it being an Acura, a lot of people don't really appreciate it for what it is, you know, because it's not a foreign, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna tell you this, you know, obviously I purchased the car, I put down over $100,000. You know, I love it. You know, I'll tell you this, to anyone that's looking to buy a supercar, for your first car, I would recommend this car, because the reliability on this car, can't beat it. Look it up, you know what I mean? It's got the highest reliability on here. You know, all you got to do to this car is literally oil change. I think an oil change, every service is like $600. You know what I mean? And as a matter of fact, this one's due for oil change now, so I'll go get that taken care of. But I love this car, man. You know, it's a game changer. I'm really gonna work on getting this car wrapped. You know, getting it. You know, obviously I went and got the wheels powder. Also, I want to give a shout out to Purple Flares out in Henderson. They actually did the powder coat on the wheels for me. And I'd like to give a shout out to them, man. You know, things was a little rocky, you know, with a little communication and stuff, but, you know, it is what it is, you know. But shout out to Purple Flare, man. They did a good job. You know, they got the job done, you know, so shout outs to them. I was supposed to do all this stuff before I started YouTube, but me being a camera shy guy, you know, I don't like being on camera. I don't like doing all. So this is taking a lot for me to do this right now. But when you really want to win in life, this is the things you got to do. You got to do things you don't like. You know, the grind don't stop, man. You'll hear a lot of people say that. You got to grind, grind, grind. Just going to keep, I'm going to grind it out. I'm going to make this work for me. You know, shout out to DDE. I watch them a lot on YouTube. This is really where I'm getting a lot of my encouragement from to do these type of things, you know. But I really want to push exotic cars. I really want to do it for Las Vegas. So anybody with exotic cars out in Las Vegas, hit me up, man. BLOODFIRETV. You know what I'm saying? Send me a message. Instagram, same thing, BLOODFIRETV. And get at me, man. We'll get out here, start getting these cars going, and start doing some builds. You know, that's the ultimate goal, is to build these cars and create a brand for myself and help others. I know one thing, it is getting hot in this core. Seriously. It is a lot of traffic out here. There's a lot of traffic. And for you guys that don't know, this is January 1st, 2022. So y'all get to see what it looked like first day of New Year's. It is jam-packed out here. Put this in electric mode, save some gas. Oh yeah, that's another plus side to it. It's electric. So you get low on gas, you put it in electric mode, and cruise around for a little bit longer. Life is crazy. So you can't beat this car, I'm trying to tell you, man. Especially for your first supercar. Like, I definitely recommend this car. Like, I love this car. You know, you're gonna get people that don't like it, but a lot of people don't realize that hybrids, this is really what it's gonna be for all the cars. The McLarens, the Lambos, all of them are gonna be in electric mode. They're gonna have a hybrid system to them. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. This car is not for everyone, you know. It's for me though, I tell you that. I tell you this, and the people that talk, you know, crap about it, whatever else, man, 9 times out of 10, they probably never even drove it, let alone even see it. You know, it's a very rare car. It's a rare car. That one of the things that I appreciate about it. You know, I'm surprised we ain't seen, normally you drive down here, you see at least 2 or 3 Lamborghinis, McLarens, 1 Ferrari. You don't see Ferrari as much around here, but they're here. Well, at least I don't see Ferrari that much, but this car is a rare car, and actually since I bought it, it went up, I think, 30,000 in value. You know, people are selling these things for 200,000 now. It's crazy. You know, I was tempted to get rid of it just to say okay, but man, I love this car so much. That's another thing. This car is comfortable. I sat in the Huracan. I sat in the McLarens. The Ferrari was, I would say this is more relaxing, like kind of like the Ferrari was, but the Lamborghinis and all, to me it wasn't comfortable. I didn't have enough leg room. You know, I'm almost basically 6 feet tall, but this car is comfortable. It's a very comfortable car. I can't say anything really bad about it other than, you know, the haters, you know. There's nothing bad to say about this car. Acura did a good thing. Acura built this car like no other. But overall, it's a good car, man. It's a good supercar. Hopefully, I can buy the Type S or get my hands on the Type S when it comes up. Man, good old Las Vegas. This is crazy. So right now we are in quiet mode. So right now we're running on full electric. Then right here we are in sport mode. Sport mode, it's got some more power to it. The engine kicks in at a faster miles per hour, or should I say a slower miles per hour. Then we got sports 2, where it's screen changes colors. So there's one more thing I definitely want to talk about. I want to talk about the support system. The support system is crazy because when you do things like this, you expect that you're going to get a lot of support from your family and some of your very close friends. I'm going to tell you guys right now that is not the case. I've actually been more supportive of what I'm doing now by people that don't even know me. You know what I mean? Like, don't know who I am, couldn't even tell me, you know, what my real name is, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, you gotta expect that, man. When you start doing, you know, outrageous things like buying $100,000 cars, you know, people just don't support that type of stuff, you know what I mean? I was raised to work a 9 to 5. You know, I started my own life insurance business and was doing good, making good money. And when the pandemic hit, I literally kind of almost like not lost it, but it wasn't working out for me anymore, you know what I mean? So I started the journey to say, okay, well, let me try photography. You know, everybody do photography, blah blah blah, but you know, I tried photography, it just wasn't enough money for me, you know, and I just want to do bigger things, you know. And what's bigger than, you know, basically, you know, talking about your life and showing your life, showing your lifestyle, traveling. You know, I moved to Las Vegas for the dreams. You know, a lot of people move to LA for the dreams. I came to Las Vegas. Shout out to Cali Muscle. I watched one of his videos. He said only broke people move to Vegas when they going broke or running from the law or whatever else. That's partially true. But, you know, I moved here to just do better with my life. So, that's where we at, man. Out here in Vegas, just stay lit here. You know, there's always something to do, you know. In the next video, I'll talk about the pros and cons living here. We'll do more videos with the car. You know, I got a brand, you know what I mean? KRAZY is my clothing line. You know, obviously I rock BLOODFIRETV because this is my, you know, main gig that's gonna be, you know, for YouTube, you know. But that's really what it is, you know. I'll put a link in the description below on where you can get my merch. Here's some pictures of the gear. So guys, if you like what you see, like what you hear, you know, like I said, I'm gonna be doing a lot of modifications to this car. Like, subscribe, and comment, you know what I mean? Need the support. Like I said, I'm gonna build this. We're gonna take this all to a new level. We're gonna have a lot of different exotic cars. We're gonna be driving a lot of different exotic cars. It's gonna be lit. So stay tuned. So enough of the small talk, guys. Here's my supercar, 2017 Acura NSX. Got a cop right there. Oh well.